Uh, Timestamp. It's August 7th, 2025. A little bit after 7. I've been up for about an hour. I've been dealing with, quite honestly, I woke up with a bizarre panic attack going on. Don't know. But now I'm over here laughing because, alright. With what I'm doing right now, I'm kind of giving you a snapshot in my life. I'm not pulling any punches. I'm being very real with you. My thoughts, my mania, what have you. What inspired it was when I got diagnosed with emphysema. As I sit here with a cigar ready to go. I'll explain why I've got the giggles here in a second. And the fact that I was watching other people that had other lung conditions, whatnot. I was watching their videos, people that had been prescribed with various forms of COPD, cystic fibrosis, pulmonary fibrosis, which terrifying, cancer, various things. And I found one guy, really neat guy, who's a cancer survivor, talking about his journey and all that. But most of the people that were doing their videos, started 2 years ago and then just suddenly abruptly stopped, 6 months prior or whatnot. And I'm like, does no one document it all the way through, or did they die? Did no one come on and explain, hey, that was my brother's video, he passed, this channel, won't, that was the end, There's nothing. So I'm sitting back going, oh God, tell me it doesn't hit you that quickly, and holy cats, does that mean, I've got an acting background. I know that's shocking. But as is the case with most starving artists, it's morning, I gotta blow my nose. That's not the artist part. Excuse me. I've always had weird sinuses that always over the night kind of but knowing that I was going to be dealing with the mess of my parents, because I could see that coming, and knowing that I have emphysema, I have COPD. Mild, moderate stages, typically 4 stages. Mild, moderate, severe, very severe. I have not seen a pulmonary specialist, just a general practitioner at this point. I had a lot of those things set up, and then everything went sideways with my parents, and I've had to put my own health on hold, because, welcome to America, right? Because we wind up doing that all the time, because healthcare is a little bit tricky here. Even though I'm with Bernie, it shouldn't be. And I said, well, because I've done my research. I do my research. I do. I've taken the Pottermore kind of tests on 4 occasions, and there's a point to this. 3 times I came up as Gryffindor, 1 time I came up as Ravenclaw. So, if you know the lore, I'm kind of the guy that's not afraid to kick open the door, but I'll also look at the book first. So I do my research. And I'm a writer, so I do my research. I pick up books. I look at websites that are reputable. Still giggling about something I just saw. And I said, well, my life is going to be and or is a little bizarre. I've got the emphysema thing. I'm going to document my journey. Maybe it'll help somebody. You know, maybe along the way there will be someone like me that'll go, hey, I just got diagnosed with chronic bronchitis, which is one of the other COPDs. And I'm trying to get answers, and I can't find anything out there to help me on my path. So, I told my family I was going to do it, and they were like, that's cool. We don't want to be on camera, maybe later, but right now, absolutely not. Okay. Because I've always been the guy willing to kick open the door, you know? So I started doing it. I'm not necessarily looking to monetize, and I'm not in any position to. You have to get a huge amount of viewers and likes, and there might be a ritual with a goat. I'm not sure yet. It's possible. I haven't looked at the fine print yet. I just every now and then I'll look at the YouTube advice content creator videos. I don't look at them that often because it's not. I want to grow it so that the right people can see it, but it's not my driving passion, my driving force. I just watched cause I was curious. They put out a video, they being the YouTube people. They put out a video explaining some of the profanity changes, because I guess, and I didn't know this because I hadn't bothered to look really. If you used past tense strong profanity in the first 7 seconds, that video wouldn't be eligible for monetization. At least that's what I took away from the video. Very nice man named Connor was explaining it. And I guess they've lifted that. There's still rules. We got rules here, you know. But he said that, you know, strong profanity will get you still in trouble if you use it a lot. So you need to. And he actually said it. I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to keep. I am actually trying to keep this kind of PG. He said you have to pick your F's carefully. Like, that's good advice to live by, Connor. Thanks. When someone from the UK calmly explains, you know, says that phrase, it just tickles me. I don't know. To pick your F's carefully. All right. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's a good video to watch at 6:30 in the morning. So I've had the giggles ever since, which actually helped me a great deal because woke up with panic attack, heart palpitating, just like manic, no reason. Carnival of Monsters on TV. John Pertwee, Doctor Who. I just frequently throughout the day I've just got like Doctor Who going on Roku in there. It's very, you know, it's like that smell of apple pie coming from the kitchen for me. It's like, you know, my video games that talk every now and then, Doctor Who going. I do shut down the I mute it at least because I know I can get copyright pinged, and that would defeat the purpose of any of this. Because I think they can actually shut your video down. It's not even a monetization thing, which I'm not making any money on what I'm doing right now. Just to be clear. Again, I don't have the right. I need to have a certain amount of subscribers, likes, comments, interaction, a goat, Not there yet. Will I? Maybe eventually, you know. But it's not a primary concern. I'm just kind of enjoying, this is my therapy. And I got people DMing me, and I've got a couple people that are commenting live, which is cool. I dig the interaction. I'm not lonely, but I am isolated to a degree with what I'm doing. I got my kid with me and all that, but I don't get out much. A little too busy. Oh yeah, doing some more of the Starbucks medium breakfast blend. They hit the spot yesterday, so I went ahead and made another pot this morning. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the good stuff. Yeah, pick your F's carefully. Okay. Thank you, Connor. That was good. We'll table that. Need to do dishes today. Continue garage sale prep. Got a lot done last night. I'm gonna grab a shower at some point. Regarding the bed bug war, pulled the comforter back, and I didn't see anybody, but I sprayed that couch down the other day. And I killed over 20 on there. I showed you some of the bodies. And I put it in a baggie just because I was curious. I don't know if I already showed you, but I think I caught, like, not necessarily a queen, but a female, like, looked like had an egg sac kind of on the back. I showed my wife because she's more the scientist than I am, believe it or not. And she was like, yeah, that looks like, yeah. And I, of course, had Hudson in my head. Yeah, the mama. Ants aren't bees, man. This is what my brain goes through. It's terrifying. I know. I'm laughing because it's not funny. I've got one of the things, if Pix comes over today so we can run some errands, I did that. There's nothing I enjoy more than crossing things off my list. Oh, come on now. Earth technology. Got six plastic Walmart, whatever, shopping bag Publix. Got 6 of them full to the brim, kind of tied off to seal them, full of pharmaceuticals from my parents. Different things they've been prescribed over the past 10 years because they kept all of it. You know, they'd have half a bottle left, they'd get a refill. They'd, I guess, put the half bottle aside and just start using the refill. Stuff they were prescribed and never used. 6 grocery bags full. Now, my understanding is CVS, you can do drug return with them. So, in our journey, I would like them out of this house because the funny and sad thing is, because we haven't really gotten into everything, we'll probably, based on what we already have there, I'm guessing we're probably going to have another bag or 2 by the time we're done with this. It's just insane. I still need to get those towels returned that they sent me instead of my tablecloths. My tablecloths are supposed to be resent, but considering how long it took for me to get the towels that weren't even the right thing, I don't know. Um, yeah, and then just eBay and garage sale prep. Dishes are a priority though. My sink runneth over. And I hate that. Bugs me. Bugs me to my core, man. But yeah, pick your apps careful. It's good advice. Thought I had something crawling on me. It's just a hair gone to Jesus. Oh. Oh. And speaking of conversations, 'cause I love robots too. Saw somebody's comment. I have a lot of toys on my desk. I do. I admit that freely. And a lot of them are robots. Two of my favorites. One of them I've had for quite a while. One of them I actually just picked up. And I'm actually a little ashamed. I love this guy. No, this is not a C-3PO that I did some kind of weird custom paint on. I am a big fan of all the Star Wars universe. I love the Hoth sequence. And as such, this guy, which, if you're that dork as well, there's a solid white C-3PO looking guy that's in the command center. And he dies at the Battle of Hoth. Pretty sure. Because, I mean, they show, the command center after, like, Vader's storming through and Leia and Han are rushing to the Falcon to get her out and all that. And this guy's kind of slumped over one of the control panels. No one gave him a ride. But he's a K-3PO. I love this guy. This is the one where I'm ashamed. Because I didn't know they had done them. I had been out of the Star Wars collecting whatnot for quite some time. So I didn't even know they made these. Okay, so I'll let you take a look at them first. Now, when I first saw this on one of the pages on eBay about you, but look at that face. I got a huge Metropolis vibe, but I recognized the look of him, and then I read the description. I'm like, oh, of course. Okay, so A New Hope, Empire, Jedi. There was, I don't know if he did anything beyond that or not. There was an artist named Ralph McQuarrie who did a lot of the pre-concept stuff for Lucas, and this is based on the concept art that Ralph McQuarrie drew up for C-3PO. So, and they, Chewbacca is reptilian looking. It's just, if you look up Ralph McQuarrie, it's McQuarrie, on eBay, concept figure Star Wars. The Yoda looks a little bizarre and different, but yeah, no, the C-3PO and the R2. I think I have the R2 over here too. Oh, I do. There. Yeah, this is he stayed pretty similar, really. I mean, color-wise, obviously not, but it's got gadgety stuff coming out of this. I've got a couple of these. I kept the one that has the he's supposed to have another thing here. I kept the broken one on my desk. Just because I never know when things are gonna go sideways, so I don't mind it so much. But yeah. It's the original concept for C-3PO and R2. Just cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah, it's all kinds of neatness. Yeah. But yeah, when I saw the concept C3PO, this is about a year ago, and this is where I'm like, oh my god, how did I not know that they made these? Because they came out in like 2009 or something. 2007. You can always look at the feet. Yep, 2007. LFL, Lucasfilm Limited. Hasbro, China. Hasbro, not Kenner anymore. Guess that was many years ago. But yeah, I was kind of like, how did I not know that they made these? The shame. So yeah, I bought like 4. They weren't that much. And I was getting them. I think I actually did get one like mint on card, but I'm not even really collecting anymore. But I got like 4 loose ones just because, again, because I want to be able to start doing dioramas again. That's a great, very Metropolis looking background droid. Having a few of those, love it. But yeah, I was like, so just doing this a little bit for any average Joe out there. Saw a comment and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna showcase some robots on my next one. But yeah, those guys are over there. Love them. Such a dork. I admit that. Not ashamed, I'm proud of it. And I don't have fleas. I have bed bugs. There's a difference. No, but I'm gonna pull back the cover again today and just do a respray on the couch to make sure that I think I've kind of got the couch at bay. I haven't noticed any in several days now since I went to war. And I know we still have them in the house. I actually, working on the dining room table, prepping stuff for the garage sale, I killed one. We have 3 shoe boxes full of padlocks, doorknobs, deadbolts, and keys. 3 shoe boxes, like overflowing. And there's more. That's just what we've isolated right now. From my dad changing locks. It's been a thing. When an engineer thinks he's under siege, that became one of my dad's hobbies, was just changing locks because the burglar had gotten through this one, so I needed to try something new. No amount of persuasion, pleading, screaming would get through to him that it's in your head. It was pointless. My right pinky felt naked. The amethyst. That's Moldavite. But yeah, I was attempting to compile them into like a clear plastic tote with latches and whatnot, so we can try and start containing them a little bit, because they're everywhere. And one of those little efforts, I'm picking them carefully. Was crawling along the flap of the cardboard box, whistling a happy tune, fishing pole over his shoulder, It's like, okay. this isn't a bed, so I'm going to have to cite you for that. You're out of your jurisdiction. And also, you are annoying me, so I'm going to have to squish you. Is that alright? Good. But yeah, I was just like, you're a bed bug. You're in a box with locks. You've lost your way, man. You lost your way. It's alright, I took care of it. I got him and God together. They are now as one. Where there's one, there's more, so there's probably a few hanging out on that table. Yeah, why not? Sure, yeah, why not? So the goal is we're going to do hopefully a garage sale every weekend through the end of August. Brian down the street is aware that we are planning on doing such a thing. He likes putting stuff out as well. So he will most likely, it's kind of like, Renaissance dating. He will put something down by the curb to compliment. And I know we've got a lady on the street that occasionally will put stuff out too. We're going to try and jumpstart garage sale weekends here on the street. And at some point towards the end of the month, if we can get those two last damn, that's a mild profanity, that's not as big a deal. If we can get those last two damn rooms squared to where you can actually, walk in them, we can probably get Orkin, Terminex. I don't want to discriminate. I do want to get Orkin because we already had them come out and do the estimate and or the inspection, and I'd like to make good, because I told the guy that I was going to call him once we figured things out. So when he came out before, I probably mentioned this, my dad kind of initially started chewing him out about how we don't have the money, which, again, this is first world problems. It was going to be like $2,000. I was able to write the check for the septic overhaul for like $11K. You have the $2K. You do. Are my parents wealthy? No. But can they handle that stuff? Yeah. But he was given the bug man, the riot act, pretty much, and it's like, Dad, shut up. You do have the money. You don't realize you have the money, and or Mom is so used to not spending the money on the things that you need to be spending the money on that she's convinced you that you don't have it. You have it. You could have this done for everyone on the block and not break a sweat. It's not a huge street. You know what I mean? You got like 7, 8 neighbors. You could get everybody sprayed. I'm not saying you should, but you could. Oh, we don't have it. And by the end of it, he was like, my dad was like shadowing the guy with Chihuahua underarm, just not leaving him alone, just wanted to talk to him about the Buccaneers and Vietnam and everything. And I felt so bad because the guy's like, I gotta go to my next appointment. It's like, Dad, he's on the clock right now. He has to go. Oh, yeah. Back in 68, Dad, he's gotta go. We are now officially making him late for his next job. Like, you want to yell at him about $2,000 and then suddenly you want to have him in for dinner. I don't understand. But dementia. It's a song in Fiddler on the Roof, right? Dementia, dementia. No, wait, no, that's different. That's different. Got a story there, but I'm not going to share it on YouTube. I did Fiddler a while back, a long time ago, with my theater mentor, and things went horribly wrong. Yeah, maybe eventually I'll go into it. I don't know. It was a triumph and it was heartbreaking all at the same time. True story. But anyway, man, I've yapped for a while. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to probably walk some puppies and do some dishes because that should happen. Have had a couple sales on eBay already, which is cool. It's good. Starting to see some traction now that we're upping our game a little bit. Which, yeah. If you list more, you sell more. Weird. So, anywho, make it a great day.